Most tenants treat renewals like paperwork. Sign it, move on, stay where you are. That's how you overpay or lock yourself into the wrong deal. The problem isn't the renewal, it's what wasn't negotiated before it shows up. I'm Susan, that commercial realtor. I work with tenants, owners, and investors across Burlington and Halton. If you're evaluating a lease renewal, this is not about extending your term. It's about protecting your position before the market makes that decision for you. Built for business, backed by data, negotiating with bite. Let's get into this. To be clear, a renewal clause is your option to stay, not your guarantee. You have a notice window. If you miss it, that leverage has disappeared. Hit it, now you're negotiating. This is where most tenants get it wrong, though. They think negotiation starts when the lease tells them to. However, by then, they're already behind. Then comes the second mistake. I'll just renew at market. Timing is where most tenants lose leverage before they even start. If you're waiting for that renewal window, you're already behind. That window isn't when you start, it's when you're expected to be ready. By the time you get there, options are tighter, timelines are shorter, leverage is already slipping. The real work starts earlier. For my clients, we start this process 12 months out. Not negotiating yet, preparing, understanding the market, the alternatives, and how the current lease is performing. So when the notice window hits, we're not reacting, we're negotiating. Because timing is leverage. Renewals don't start when the lease says they do. They start when you take control of that timeline. Let's talk about market rent. This is where it goes from guideline to gamble. If you're above market, you want that reset, no question. If you're below market, that renewal can jump fast. Now you're negotiating against your own success. Don't leave yourself open. Market rent isn't protection, it's exposure. Leave it vague and you'll pay for it. You can build in caps on increases, defined ranges, or structured step-ups, and that's where protection lives. If this is your last renewal option, know this. After this one, the landlord doesn't have to keep you. No extension, no second chance. Which means this isn't where you accept terms, this is where you reset them. Use the leverage while you have it. Just like buildings, leases age. What worked 5 years ago may not work now. This is your chance to fix them. Look for vague language, outdated clauses that no longer apply, and terms that create imbalance. Then push for clarity or correct them. This is also where you revisit personal guarantees, letters of credit, or security that may no longer be justified. Your business has evolved, your lease should too. A renewal isn't a formality, it's a window. Miss it, and you're negotiating from the back foot. Most tenants focus on their lease and miss the market moving all around them. Rates are shifting, availability changes, landlords adjust expectations. That market's deciding your leverage, which is why I start this process early, not to overcomplicate it, to control it. This is where having a commercial realtor matters, not for paperwork, for strategy. We're in the market every single day. We know where the rates are, where they're going, and where there's flexibility. That's how costs come down, risks are minimized, and leverage increases. Handling renewal solo often means you accept what's in front of you, instead of negotiating what's possible. And that difference shows up in your occupancy cost, which shows up in your business. Renewal clauses aren't just about staying, they're about protecting your position. Before you renew, ask what's changed, what's unclear, what can be improved, because what you pay to operate affects everything. If this made you pause before signing your renewal, well, that's the point. Subscribe, like, and follow. Let's make your next renewal work for you. I'm Susan, that commercial realtor. Built for business, backed by data, negotiating with bite. Now that you know, what are you going to do about it?